After a 6-year absence, Arsenal have returned to the Champions League, and what a return it was, battering PSV by 4-0. It was a very proud and emotional game for all Gunners faithful, and as always we are here to break it down and look at 5 things we learned from Arsenal 4, PSV 0. Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy T19 back with another video. The return to the Champions League. I was buzzing, it was incredible. The Emirates was rocking, it was just lovely to watch. And yeah, of course, we're back with a 5 things we learned video. I think our first this season. Yeah, if you are excited, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, as we are on that road to 500 subscribers. From this video, consistent content will be rolling out, so of course, stay tuned. Number 1, the return of Gabriel Jesus. This game saw the Arsenal number 9 get his first start this season after coming back from injury. And what a return it was. Getting on the score sheet with a lovely finish, the goal itself showed the evolution of Jesus, the way he brought it down and took his time. It shows composure that can only happen when a player is confident. Since the start of the season, we've been saying we don't look so free-flowing. Saka and Martinelli aren't as evolved. It doesn't look as good as it did last season. What's the answer? Was that taking out Havertz? Was that moving? No, the answer was Gabriel Jesus. And one thing we seem to forget is a fully fit Gabriel Jesus is a different level. Right from the start of the game, he was on it, he was pressing, leading, he leads the press very well. Every single action Jesus does is with so much intensity and purpose. And the way he led the Arsenal team, it was like he took this game on his back. He took it very personally. And honestly, if he can continue like this, we might be doing something very special this season. His heat map explains it all, showcasing a player all over the pitch. Like I said, it's a major reason of why we look like our old selves. You see, the way we played last season required Martinelli and Saka and Odegaard, Xhaka included, attacking space in the box. But for them to attack space in the box, someone needs to vacate that space and make things happen somewhere else. And that is exactly what Jesus loves to do. He's very comfortable leaving the front. He's ready to drop deep, digging for the team, turn the ball around. The way Gabriel Jesus makes the ball stick to his feet is a joy to watch. And that is why you saw Saka's goal coming into the box after an Odegaard strike, Trossard's goal at the edge of the box. The only reason they're able to attack space is because someone like Jesus is exiting the space and making things happen somewhere else. Dropping deep, very happy to go to our box to pick up the ball, turn it around. Gabriel Jesus, he's controlling tight spaces as well. The way he makes the ball stick to his feet. And honestly, for me, Gabriel Jesus is the man for this team. He is the striker for this team. Because he may not score 50 goals a season, but if he's making us look better, if he's making the attack look fluid, honestly, I'm happy to keep him. But of course, with rumours coming around that Arsenal are planning to sign a big name striker, potentially Evan Ferguson, let me know down in the comments below, would you guys be replacing Gabriel Jesus come the summer? Number 2, Odegaard pulling the strings. The captain, the leader in this team, we all know how brilliant Martin Odegaard is, and he was at it again. An 8.5 SOFA score rating, 1 goal from an XG of 0.29, 82 touches, 64 accurate passes, a 91% accuracy, 5 out of 6 long balls, getting named the official Champions League player of the match. The goal itself epitomizes the new level that Martin Odegaard is entering. He's now becoming a goal scorer. The fact that he didn't have that many key passes as we are used to seeing him normally, it shows that he's sort of evolving from being that creator to being a goal scorer. 15 goals last season, a Premier League record. Odegaard is entering a new phase. And look at the goal. He receives the ball, the composure and technique to drop his shoulder, look up and pick out the corner. He's scoring a goal from an XG of only 0.29. It just shows the ball striking that he possesses. Number 3, big stage, no problem. As much as you'd like to say this is a game Arsenal should be winning, it's PSV at home, we're trying to chase Man City, or that you have to look at what surrounds the game. It's less about the opponent and more about the circumstances. Arsenal had been out of the competition for 7 long seasons. And now, of the 11 players that started the game, 6 of them were making their Champions League debut. And the question then became, would they crumble? Hell no. The Arsenal players rose to the occasion and showed that they were made for this stage. It all started with the star boy himself, who only needed 8 minutes to open his account in the competition, and by the 20th minute he had added an assist. Many times when we talk about Bukayo Saka, we forget how young he is because he's been with us throughout this whole banter era and it feels like he's been here for a while. But when I talk about Bukayo Saka in public, it's always, can he do it on the big stage? Well, from doing it for Arsenal when they were in trenches, to doing it for England at the World Cup, to now doing it for Arsenal in the Champions League, you have to say Bukayo Saka, it doesn't matter the stage, it doesn't matter the opponent, Bukayo Saka is ready to step up. You also had Leandro Trossard, who came in for an injured Gabriel Martinelli. First of all, I hope Martinelli will be okay. Initially, I thought it was just a precaution, but it looks like he's going to be out for a while. But look at that. Leandro Trossard comes in, it's his Champions League debut, and he scored a goal that showed the elite ball striking that Trossard has. The biggest compliment I can give to him is immediately Saka played it to him, and I saw it was Trossard at the edge of the box. I immediately knew it was going in the back of the net. Leandro Trossard, when he strikes the football, it's with purpose, it's with composure. You look back at the goal against Everton at the weekend, first time on his so-called weaker foot. It's insane. I think Leandro Trossard probably has the best ball striking ability at the football club. Number 4, elite squad depth is here. With us having a big game against Spurs on Sunday, there were a lot of questions as to what Arteta was going to do in this game. It's the Champions League. You want to get a result, but at the same time, we've got Spurs on the weekend. And when the lineups came out, we fielded a very strong team, and personally, I wasn't bothered. Just take a look at the field tilt and notice something. At a point, Arsenal took their foot off the gas, and some might say that was to protect the clean sheet, but personally, I don't think so. I personally think with us 3-0 up at halftime, Arteta was saying in that dressing room, go into the game, don't overwork yourselves, but also don't give anything away. It's all about finding the balance, and you saw that with the substitution. 58 minutes in, he makes a double substitution, bringing on Tomiyasu and Nelson for Zinchenko and Trossard. And then in the 69th minute, he makes another double substitution, bringing on Vieira and Smith Rowe for Jesus and Saka. 76 minutes in, and Jorginho is on for Rice. And for the first time in a while, the players that we brought on weren't fillers. They were in there to do a job. In the past, Bukayo Saka is probably playing 90 minutes, as well as Jesus and Zinchenko. But we brought on players who could affect the game. It wasn't like we were dropping levels. And when you think about something that I'm about to tell you, Thomas Partey is out injured. I almost forgot that. I personally don't even know what injury it is. That is the kind of squad depth we have. Back when Thomas Partey was signed for Arsenal, if he was injured, oh my god, it was terror, it was rubbish. I didn't want to watch the games because we didn't have a proper holding midfielder. But now Partey's out injured. I don't know what injury it is. Martinelli's out injured, Timber's out injured, and the Arsenal team is still functioning. That is the amount of squad depth that we have. Number 5, Raya and Ramsdale. In the summer, Mikel Arteta made a very bold decision that shocked me and the rest of the football world, bringing in a top-level goalkeeper on top of Aaron Ramsdale. And it got a lot of backlash because it was something that hasn't been done before. It's something that's uncommon. And people were saying, will it work? Wouldn't it work? Well, Mikel Arteta is certainly making it work. So far, Raya has started in back-to-back games and kept back-to-back clean sheets. But before we take a look at the situation, which we will, I want us to look at Raya's performance. An 8.3 SOFA score rating, 4 saves, 2 from inside the box, and 4 high claim. Let's be very bland, let's be very honest. In terms of saves and actual goalkeeping, Raya didn't have much to do, but on the ball is where he came alive. 57 touches, 33 accurate passes, and 83% accuracy, 12 out of 17 accurate long balls. Raya was very, very influential on the ball. It's almost like he dictates how we play. Because with every goal kick, with every whatever you call it, every drop kick, with every part of his distribution, it's like Raya has a target he's trying to hit, and he almost always does. He transmits calmness when we're playing out of the back. He's so composed, he makes everything look so easy. He just has this calm aura of, I'm with the ball, the striker's running at me, I don't care because I'm David Raya, I can play out of the back. And most of the times in big games, what you need is someone to transmit calmness and just composure. But now we have to talk about Ramsey. That is now back-to-back games where he's been sat on the bench, the first time in his Arsenal career. But for me, I think after everything he did for us last season, he at least deserves to play today, but he didn't, and that's the manager's decision. The question then becomes, who is the number one goalkeeper? Well, for me, there's no number one goalkeeper. When asked about the situation, Mikel Arteta had something very interesting to say. I'm a really young manager and I've been in the job for 3.5 years. I have a few regrets, but one of them is that on 2 occasions I felt after 60 minutes and 85 minutes of 2 games in this period to change the goalkeeper in that moment. I didn't do it. I didn't have the courage to do it, but I'm able to take a winger or a striker and put a centre back on to play a back 5 to hold on to a result. We drew those games and I was so unhappy. He felt like he needed to substitute the goalkeeper in that moment. And that is nothing against Ramsdale because different game states require different things. Hence why Arteta was saying against Man City we played 41 different formations in the same game. But honestly, it would be crazy, Different game states require different things. And of course, you look at Raya and Ramsdale, they are not the same person. So one person has qualities that the other doesn't, and that person also has qualities that the other doesn't. As long as there's a healthy, competitive environment at the club, everyone's going to do well. And honestly, I'm all for it. If Ramsdale thinks, okay, I have to be at top level to keep my spot, then he's at top level and Arsenal do well. If Raya comes in and does well, and comes out and Ramsdale does well, the ultimate goal is to play for Arsenal and make Arsenal win. So if that's what's happening, honestly, I don't see anything wrong with it. But of course, do let me know what you guys think about Arteta potentially substituting goalkeepers. Are you for it or are you against it? Let me know down in the comments below. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this video. Do let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. How excited are you for the derby and how happy are you that we are back in the Champions League and back like we never left? Let me know down in the comments below. Of course, don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new as we are on that road to 500 subscribers. If you would also like to follow me on social media, the links are down in the description below. And of course, I'll see you guys soon.